This is Leadership TV. See ahead, move ahead, stay ahead.
Welcome to the Leadership Series with me, Bishop Titi Ofe. Recently, we started looking at leadership lessons from the 7 pillars of wisdom. It will be very good for you if you have not seen the previous videos, because that actually will form the foundation of this series, and it's going to help you to understand and appreciate what you are actually watching now. Previously, we have looked at 2 wisdom pillars and how they contribute to leadership success. The first is prudence, the second is knowledge, and we are looking at the third one today, which is discretion. So we'll be looking at discretionary leadership. I have been privileged to work in different places, and these places actually offered me the opportunity to get better and to learn leadership and to build my capacity as a pastor. In one of these places that I worked, I was appointed as the administrative pastor with specific job description. By the special grace of God, my organizational skills and administrative acumen actually helped a lot in structuring the administration of the church. And people were very pleased with my contribution to the church's systems and organization. With time, I noticed that there was no youth pastor responsible for the youth. And with my heart for young people, I took up additional responsibility as a youth pastor. As time went on, the church, having heard me preach, felt that I should take over the responsibility of the teaching service. So every teaching service, I had to prepare series and deal with it. As time went on, I had to prepare a long series on teaching service to bless the people. As time went on, I had to set up a Christian education department for the church to develop training manuals to train Christian leaders and to train other things, to break the church into smaller groups and to ensure that people really studied. My little background in theology then had to use it to contribute a lot into theological education in the church. Please note that all these things were not part of my job description, and I wasn't getting paid for it. My other colleagues in the church were not very happy I had taken additional responsibilities. They were not offended because I was stepping into their areas of domain. No, they were offended because I was raising the bar. Others, the church was now going to look upon them to also take additional responsibilities that they were not getting paid for, and they were not ready. Now, this experience I had is very regular in many organizations. In very different organizations, there are a lot of people who do not give out 100% of their effort into helping grow the organization. In fact, most people are working between 70 to 40% of what is expected of them, what they are being paid for. Fewer people are delivering at 100%, and even fewer people are delivering above 100%. But organizations that actually grow and succeed, and leaders that also grow and succeed, are leaders who are delivering above 100%. Are organizations that have employees that are going beyond 100%. At the heart of discretionary leadership is going the extra mile. At the heart of discretionary leadership is what we call discretionary effort, where employees or leaders go the extra mile and achieve extra results for the organization. For any leader to get subordinates, team members, or other people they work with to go the extra mile, they themselves must go the extra mile to prove. I work as the bishop of the Pleasant Place Church and also work as the president at the Accra Business School. I've always shown my staff and my pastors the example of going the extra mile to do things beyond what is expected of me. And by this, I have taught them how to go the extra mile. Because for any organization to succeed, for your leadership assignment to become successful, you must get people that will go the extra mile. Here are the 7 R's that will help you get people to go the extra mile. Apart from you showing it yourself, here are the 7 R's. And these R's are so crucial and so important. Now, your organization succeed if you get one person doing the work of 2 people. Your organization will succeed if you get 2 people doing the work of 5 people. That is how organizations grow. Then here are the 7 R's that can get you to get them do it. Number 1 is relationship. It's relationship. Your relationship with the subordinates, your team members, or your employees, or your followers must go beyond professional relationship. It must be a family relationship. It must be a friendship relationship. It must be a social relationship. Most of my staff members call me daddy. They call me daddy because our relationship has moved from just being professional relationship into a family relationship. I go beyond what they do for me in the office into their lives beyond the office, and I show interest and try to help them become better in their lives beyond the office. Number 2, respect. Respect people's opinion if you want them to go the extra mile. Respect their competence and their skills if you want them to go the extra mile. And respect them as human beings, as a person. Then you can get them to go the extra mile. 3, recognition. Celebrate those who are making significant contribution to the organization. If you are afraid to openly acknowledge people's contribution to your leadership success, you will never get people to go the extra mile. Rewards. Reward those who are performing. Reward those who are performing. It will motivate them to go the extra mile. Resources. Provide the necessary resources they need. Because no matter how competent someone is, if the person doesn't have the resources to be able to deliver, it becomes an issue. Then response. Anytime you see that there is a problem, there is a complaint, there is a request, please ensure that you respond on time. Don't ignore it. It will discourage them. Then finally, redemption. For me as a bishop, I've noticed one thing. The more I help people to work on their salvation, the more they work better on other things. You know why? Because the more you get to know God through his son Jesus, the more you get to know yourself. And the more you know yourself, the more you deliver. Help people to understand their relationship with God. Help them to get born again. And they will work very hard for you. They will go the extra mile for you. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope it's been a blessing. Discretionary leadership. At the heart of it is discretionary effort. Get how to get people to go the extra mile. First, it must start from you. Go the extra mile. Let them see it. Secondly, use these 7 R's that I have provided. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. It's been a blessing having you. The mission of the Titi Affairs Center is to provide all manner of leadership learning opportunities to all manner of leaders in all manner of ways, mostly at no cost to these leaders who study at the Titi Affairs Center. To be able to finance the Titi Affairs Center and make sure that our projects are sustainable, I want to invite you to buy the Titi Affairs books on Amazon. Any book you buy is donated to the Titi Affairs Center for the development and the training of the next generation of godly servant leaders. Titi Affairs Center every year hosts the African Young Leaders Fellowship Program, where we attract young leaders from across Africa free of charge for a 10-day leadership development program. We also host MELT, the Management, Entrepreneurship, and Leadership Training Program. And this attracts also young men and women who spend weekends with us here at no cost to them at all. The Titi Ofe Center also hosts some of the biggest young pastors leadership conference. Is called IPLAS, the International Pastors and Leaders Under 40 Summit, where we house over 3,000 young pastoral leaders at no cost to them at all in our facilities. And we want you to support us to keep doing these things. Recently, we signed an MOU with the biggest student organization in Ghana, NUGS, the National Union of Ghana Students, to provide free leadership training to student leaders across the country. This is worth supporting. And above all, the Titi Ofe Center is also a mission center where this training offers us the opportunity to serve Jesus with our participants. Why don't you support the Titi Ofe Center by buying a Titi Ofe book, by creating a Titi Ofe library right now? Do it now, and the Lord will bless you.
This is Leadership TV. See ahead, move ahead, stay ahead.